Okay then, so now our final leg, where I hope we're going to be finishing off this vase of flowers. One of the reasons I was keen to stop when we did was that I wasn't quite sure what we should be doing next anyway, and wanted to have a little bit of time to think about it. So I did try a few things on this one. And first of all, what I did was I did the same as I had for the wall here. I made the table lighter, this side of the vase, so that you have dark against light. I then thought you probably don't have a deep black shadow from a vase, so I went over with a bit of light paint to make that a bit paler. And then instead of having a dark black edge to the vase, I blended in some colour across the vase to make that look a little bit more realistic. And then in the flowers themselves, I thought we needed a little bit more variety. So the focal point flower was looking a bit dead, a bit like this one. So I thought I would add a bit of white and a bit of dark to brighten it up. And I made the bits of purple and green, the spice colours, a bit bigger. Then I blobbed on a bit more of the red to try and make that look a little bit deeper. And then I remembered that Bob often says you can use a range of reds, and he often includes orange in his reds. So on the light side of the vase, I put some blobs of orange as well. So let's have a go together and see if we can do something similar in the other one. So first of all, I'm going to just lighten up this part of the table. White mixed with the blue. Lighten it up a bit. And I'm going to put a bit of water on this brush and see if I can just lighten down this shadow a bit, so it's not such a big black thing. Oh, looks like I've made it. Use some kitchen towel maybe and see if I can rub some of that off. Make it a bit of a not quite so black. Now let's see if we can do something with the vase. Maybe put some of this red in to blend around a little bit so dark isn't quite so obvious, and also a little bit on this side as well. Maybe a bit of orange. Oh yeah, that might be quite nice. I'm guessing, as you can see. Now, I know when you see things standing on the table, that they always have a dark area around the bottom. So I'm going to try with my small brush just to put a black line around the very bottom, just to represent the bottom of the vase and the shadow that it would make there. I don't want it to look too precise because this is meant to be an abstract painting, so if I start fiddling with it, it won't look, it'll just look like a not very good attempt at a photograph, at something photographic. Right, okay, so now I'm going to try and liven up that focal point flower. I'll mix a lot more white in the cerulean blue and see if I can get that a lot a lot brighter and more cheerful, as it's meant to be the thing we're looking at. I can still leave some of the other blue underneath, I think, and maybe just put some touches down here just to, the idea is to bring the eye in this way. So, and then to show it off as well, I could put some actual pure white in it. And again, and maybe a deeper blue again to show off the white, something in here. Give it a bit more depth. See, there's no attempt here to make this really look like a flower. Now, I think as well, I'm going to try. One of the things that is quite useful to do is, because these flowers will be throwing a shadow under here, so maybe just a bit of a, even on the light side there would be a bit of a shadow, I think. And then let's just quickly see if I can blob on some brighter areas of colour on this side. And a bit more of the fuchsia pink. Okay, so at this stage I think that's more or less all I'm going to do. What I would do with them normally then is maybe hang them on the wall for a little while, look at them and see what I didn't like about them. Hopefully it's not the whole thing, and that I can fiddle with them a little bit more to make them as I want them. But I hope you've enjoyed painting our vases of flowers today. Thank you.